is to tag some friends. Now, I don't have many friends on BookTube, and some of the people that do talk to me have a larger following, so I don't know that they would do this tag. Not to say that they wouldn't. I don't know. But, no, it's terrible.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How is everybody doing? Everybody have a good Christmas? Did you get some good books? This is one of the books that I got. I don't know if it's good. I've never read a Stephen King novel, so I'm excited. So thanks, Titi. Thanks for buying this. Titi is AKA for my aunt. AKA. Okay. Anyway, today I am here because Reading with Tatiana, hi girl, she has tagged me in the 901 book tag. So I have a little list of the questions here, and I'm excited. I'm excited to share with you guys. Now, I was going to put out a different video before this, but then I realized that, because I wanted to do like the end of the year wrap up, but I remembered one of the questions for this tag, and I was just like, no, I can't mess it up. The first question is if I can remember the last 9 books that I've read. So I didn't want to spoil it, and I wanted to make this as authentic as possible. So here goes. What are the last 9 books that I've listened to / read? All right, so quickly. Oh my gosh, I'm not going fast enough. So I did read or listen to Bastard Out of Carolina. I listened to Cased. The Hacienda, The Haunting of Hill House, The Last House on Needless Street, Piranesi, Mexican Gothic, Hyde, and Ninth House. I think. I don't know if those are in order, but we shall see. We shall see. What are the actual 9 books that I have read? All right, guys, so I'm a little crazy, and since I record on my phone, I had to go back and kind of look to see the books that I did read because I didn't write them down. So the actual books, the last 9 books that I read, starting with the furthest, is going to be, and I think this is in order because I did add it onto my Goodreads, so I really hope this is. But anyway, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Velvet Was the Night, Hyde, The Hacienda, The Last House on Needless Street, White Horse, Bastard Out of Carolina, Cased, and The Journey of Crazy Horse. And I can't believe I forgot The Journey of Crazy Horse because that was such a good book. It was really such a good book. Look at me, my little pen. But yeah. But yes. So, and then I can't believe I just gave a review on White Horse and completely forgot about it. So that was fun. Now it says, how close were you? I'm just going to pop up here how close I was. Let's give it a few seconds. We got it? We got it. Alrighty. Out of the 9, which one is your favorite? So out of the 9 books that I actually remembered, which one was my favorite? So Cast would be my favorite book. And if I actually remembered The Journey of Crazy Horse, I would have said that book because that was super impactful. It was such a good book. And honestly, I'm still reading Black Sun and reading The Journey of Crazy Horse on top of White Horse, on top of the fact that now I'm listening to My Heart is a Chainsaw, and I'll get into that later because I truly believe Audible for me is going to be nonfiction and like self-help books because storytelling on Audible, yeah, I don't know if that's going to work for me, but I'm giving My Heart is a Chainsaw a try. But what I'm saying is that Black Sun, it really just, I don't know, it brought everything together for me because The Journey of Crazy Horse kind of really talks about the Native American or indigenous culture and their traditions, and just, it was amazing. It was a really good book. So yeah, but again, Cast, favorite book. All right, and I'm looking down a little bit because I have a list here. Non-bookish picture from your camera roll. So I'm just gonna pop it up here, and I did look to see what picture it was, so I know that this is pre-recorded and I'm putting the picture up, but it's me and my two brothers on Christmas. So that is in my camera roll. I have my one brother on the left is 10 years younger than me, and the one on my right is 23 years younger than me. So bada bing, bada boom. There we go. What was the last book you purchased? The last book I purchased actually was Book of the Month. And I wanted to do a whole series starting maybe in January of Book of the Month stuff, because I'm really the new releases and stuff like that, because I'm really enjoying Book of the Month. So yeah, let me show you the 2 books. I actually got 2 books for December. The first book is, because I feel like I told you guys I'm trying to get more into romance, and I feel like this was a holiday read, so I picked it. However, the holidays are quickly ending. Doesn't matter, I'll still read it. But I picked this book. It is called Kiss Her Once for Me. It says 1 year ago, recent Portland transplant Ellie Oliver had her dream job in animation and a Christmas Eve bookstore meet with the cute woman she fell in love with over the course of a single night. But after a betrayal the next morning and the loss of her job soon after, she finds herself adrift, alone, and desperate for money. Since finding work at a local coffee shop, she's just getting through the days until Andrew, the shop's landlord, proposes a shocking, drunken plan, a marriage of convenience that will give him his recent inheritance and alleviate Ellie's financial woes and isolation. They decide to spend the holidays together at his family cabin to keep up the ruse. And when Andrew introduces his new fiancée to his sister, Ellie is shocked to discover that his sister is Jack, the mysterious woman she fell for last Christmas Eve. The sister's name is Jack. That's interesting. The mysterious woman. Okay, anyways. Now over one very festive week, Ellie must choose between the safety of a fake relationship and the risk of something real. I say, why can't she have them both? I mean, if the marriage is of convenience, does that mean that it's just on paper? Do we have to really act the part of a married couple? Because if not, then I don't see why I can't have both. I'm just saying. And the second book that I got, and I was excited because I almost paid $27 for this book just a week prior to it coming out on Book of the Month. Yeah. And it is Babel. And I don't know if people call it Babel, but I don't know if corrects me if I'm wrong, but I thought in the Bible it was a Tower of Babel, right? And the reason that I bring this up is because I find it interesting that the person, I guess the main character, is going to a school, an academy, to learn these different languages. And if anybody knows about, has read the Bible or knows about the Tower of Babel, it kind of, to make a long story short, a lot of people were trying to build a tower to heaven. And again, if I'm chopping this up, I am sorry. But God kind of made sure that everybody spoke different languages so that they were not able to create this tower to heaven. That's the reason why we have so many different languages, or at least that's the story that I remember. So that's what I associated this with. And I felt like, I don't know, there was transition. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense, but whatever. It says the next book. The next question is, what is the furthest you've traveled from home, and have you read a book from that location? Unfortunately, I've never been out of the country because I've been raising my kids for the last 20 plus years. And yeah, as a single mom, it's not that feasible unless I'm making crazy amounts of money. But anyway, I say as to say, the farthest place I've been is California. Yes. And have I read a book in California, based in California? I don't think so. The closest book that I got to the West Coast was The Goldfinch, and that's because Theo moves from New York City to Las Vegas, and that experience was very interesting, and it seems like very truthful. I felt like this Theo's experience could have happened. Anyway, I say anyway a lot. I should just get to share this. Anyway, I read nonfiction. And yes, I do read nonfiction. I love nonfiction. I sometimes rather listen to it because reading it can be a little bit, I guess, boring. It depends on what it is that I am reading. If I'm reading a memoir, if I'm reading, somebody's autobiography, it's not boring. One of my favorite books was from Anthony Bourdain. I love Anthony Bourdain, and I love his books. So anyway, Yes, I read nonfiction. What was my favorite nonfiction recently? I believe it was The Journey of Crazy Horse, because I believe that is nonfiction, but it was a good book. Really good. And what is one of your favorite books that you have read this year? That is tough because I really enjoyed Piranesi. I can't explain to you why. I think I just fell in love with him as a character, his genuineness, just, I don't know. That book was so good to me. It was really so good. So, yeah. What is my favorite book this year? I don't know. It's so difficult. I will say the book that stood with me the most, honestly, is The Goldfinch. It really, I think about Theo's journey. I think about his relationship with Boris. I love the little dog Popchick. I remember so much about that story. It was a long book, but for me, it was worth it, and I really enjoyed it. So yes, The Goldfinch is probably one of the best books I've read this year. And then, yeah, Piranesi. It's really hard because a lot of these books, I've had some good ones this year. There's only one book that I really didn't care for, and that was The Haunting of Hill House. Maybe I just didn't get it. So the next question, or the next prompt, is to tag some fellow booktubers. Now, I don't talk that often to a lot of booktubers online. Some people I feel like are just, they have tons of subscribers, and I don't know that they would do a tag like this, but who knows? I'm going to tag 2 people. If you guys see this video and you want to go ahead and do it, great. If you don't, no hard feelings. That's fine. But the last 2 people that I've talked to on the BookTube community is The Moody Reader. I love her videos. I've just found your channel and you are great. So I am tagging you. And also Brandon's Bookshelf. I think that it would be fun to see you do something like this. Yeah. If this is something you want to do, give it a try. Do it. And if I don't get a video out before the 1st of January, Happy New Year's, guys. And welcome to 2023. And again, let me just say something real quick at the end of my video. I want to let everybody know, before you comment, before you say anything weird, before you judge people, we know nothing. Things can get worse. Absolutely. And never say never, because that can be you. Just saying. And with that, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. Hello, Editing Karen here. I just wanted to pop in here and say I'm so sorry I didn't get to ask you guys the question. That was one of the last prompts. And my question for you guys is, what is the last 9 books that you have read? And out of those 9 books, which is your favorite? Because I may just actually make a video out of that. It sounds like fun. All right.